Well, hello and welcome to your reading for Wednesday, the 9th of July 2025. And I've decided to change it up a bit. Normally, I do the reading, make notes, and then make a video. But the more I watch the videos back, the more I think it's not very natural. I don't come across very natural. It's very wooden. And sometimes I think I sound quite patronising. I don't like it. So I thought I'd do something different, and I thought I'd attempt to read without making the notes first and without actually pulling the card first. So what I normally do is sit with the cards and wait until I feel the energy goes around the edges of the card in a circle. So when the energy's going, then I go, what do we need to know? Or what message do you have for us for tomorrow, Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, please? And normally I hear the word slow. So I shuffle very slowly. Only once have I heard the word fast. So go my usual. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes things fly out, sometimes the pack splits and I know what I'm doing. Right, back one came up there. That is, the Three of Swords reversed. And what was also sticking up was, I don't know what that was. What was that? The Four of Cups. So what I will read as the main one, is, can't see whose idea was this. So the Three of Swords in reverse. The Three of Swords is normally about we're hurting ourselves or we're damaging ourselves, and usually for somebody else. It's usually, we're running around like a headless chicken doing lots of stuff for other people, and not looking after ourselves. So, reversed, what is the message today? Obviously we got the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is usually we can't see the obvious solution. Might not be as exciting as the other solutions. It's sitting in the background. So that's a card that's supporting this card. Are we hurting ourselves? Is it our internal dialogue, our patterns of thinking? And a lot of time it's old patterns. It's patterns we've been programmed with. And the critical voice and the critical and the judgmental voice are not normally ours. The critical and judgmental voice have normally been put there by people in our past, often as a child, and sometimes we know where it came from, but there are also things in there that we don't know where they came from. And there's quite a lot of therapy and I'm just going to say therapy. There are some modes of therapy where you're expected to know when something first happened, and when something, so that you can go back and fix it. And I suppose not just therapy, sometimes in the spiritual community as well. But we don't always know. We don't always know. But what we can do is be aware of our patterns of thinking, or become aware if we're not familiar with doing that, and also become aware of the critical voice in our head and the judgmental voice in our head, and the voice that says things about other people is often the same voice that says the same thing about us. And we can flip the script, and flipping the script is a good way to change it. And sometimes it takes time, because you start with a little bit and you work, and then things will pop into your head later and later. And sometimes we forget. Sometimes we're doing really well at flipping the script and making things more positive, making things less just judgmental and less critical, encouraging ourselves, building ourselves up. And then we have a day and we seem to forget everything. And then when we remember, we pick it up again and we start again. And eventually it does filter through and it does work, and you can change the voices in your head, and you can change the patterns of behaviour. You can change the negative thinking and the catastrophizing and the bits of paranoia, and we can find, not only can we get better positive thinking and just generally a better life, actually, there's far more peace. There's far, far more inner peace. So yeah, get those people that criticised you and judged you out of your head. There you go then.